Okay, what's a game I can play that Griffin won't realize I'm playing? Also, I'm a little sick, so sorry about that. Let's play some Turmoil. Just a lonely oil baron who's currently got more money than all the other rich oil people. So I don't know what that says. I think I'm doing well. Okay, I gotta hire a dowser and uses like a stick, like a Y stick to sense the ground, finding me oil. It's currently the first step of this game is to find the oil, and then you collect the oil. That is the game of Turmoil. Just kind of a shitty name for this game, but like they could have called it like Oil Tycoon. Bam. I feel like that would have been a much better name. Oil Tycoon. And this game was made, I don't know, in the early 2000s because it's kind of shit. Okay, recap. I've got the dowser. I found oil. I'm now collecting oil. I am currently storing the oil. The oil prices aren't good, so I need to store it until prices go up. I'm creating a scarcity, and I understand this, but that's what drives up the prices. If there's anything I've learned from my schooling. Okay, it's $1.13, which means I think I'm getting a pretty penny, pretty dollar per gallon of oil per bushel. I don't know what I'm like measured in, if I'm being honest.
Ba-dibbity-doo, ba-dabba-doo-doo, boo-boo,
Badoo.
ba-skibble-the-dibbledy. How's it hanging?
Pretty good.
Come here often?
Yeah, dude, all the time, all the freaking time.
We have a lot to fucking talk about this week.
Do we? Awesome. I'm so excited.
Not necessarily in my notes, but of things that have just happened over the last, 2 days.
Oh, okay. You want to? Cool. I'll take it. I'll do it.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me close Balatro.
Thank you.
I was playing it while I ate. All right.
That's fine.
Leave me
That's
alone.
fine, dude. That's fine. I ain't judging.
I've got a number of notes. First thing and most important update is I transferred my phone over and the tabs did transfer. The internet's just a lie.
Wait, what?
My web internet tabs. 1 second.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That was a worry when about getting a new phone. I was like, oh, my internet tabs aren't going to transfer, so I have to make copies of every single tab, which is easy enough because you can just copy a tab group. No, it just transfers
Not
over.
easy.
They fixed that problem. Sometime in the last year, apparently. Whatever. Second of all, damn the inauguration.
Yeah, so I don't know
Holy
anything
fuck.
about it. What happened? Give me a scoop.
Okay. You know what? Let's go escalating because that
Oh God.
will be better, right?
Okay.
So Trump had a speech. It was very tired talking points, just the usual same bullshit. And he just seemed to have low energy
Okay.
for a lot of it. So that was kind of lame. Anyways, he signed a bunch of executive orders immediately, obviously. He immediately undid all of Biden's executive orders that he
Great.
could.
Awesome.
Withdrew from the Paris Climate Accord again. He did some other stuff. He wants to rename not just the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which is fucking stupid, but this mountain in Alaska that has a traditional First Nation people's name.
Okay.
He wants to rename it to something fucking stupid that I can't remember. I can't remember the actual name, and I can't remember the new name because it's in fucking Alaska.
Okay.
I don't care.
Which is fine.
But that's just rude. And then he signed an executive order saying that there are only 2 genders and that trans people don't exist. So I guess I'm just a schizophrenic phantom of yours.
Oh, okay.
Or something.
Like you're my imaginary friend.
Yeah, I'm your imaginary friend in this, which is why it's really weird that this podcast is 3 minutes of silence at the beginning and then you just being like, oh, you're my imaginary friend.
Yep.
But funny
That's
enough,
really funny.
in that bill, it defines male and female, but it defines them as at conception. And as we all know, everybody starts as female in the womb at conception. And the hormone
the whole
washes
XY
for
shit.
male
Damn,
doesn't
dude.
happen until 6 weeks in.
Freaking dummies.
So everybody starts with female genitals. So we're all females now. Very good
Nice.
for me.
Very good.
Don't know about the rest of you.
So you're okay. So in between the one executive order to the other, you went from being my imaginary friend, and now you're just a woman. Was that how it goes?
Yeah, but you're also a woman.
But I'm also a woman. I'm okay with that. If you're now not real, I think I'll take that. I think that's
Once
a good.
again, yeah.
Like
Once
literally.
again, my lazy ass wins. I never changed my gender markers and I wasn't going to, but now we're good. I'm all set, baby.
I just think that's so funny. I don't know. the Republicans, there can't be more than 2 genders. So now there can be only 1 gender. I feel like that's like a good logic. Like just cause.
Well, there's 2 genders defined. Just one is
Possible.
an impossibility.
Okay, gotcha.
Because of human biology.
Okay, sweet. Well, okay.
That's not the last thing though.
Gotcha.
Possibly the wildest thing. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's all wild. There's just like a bunch of like neo kayfabe. It's all for appearances' sakes. We live in kind of like an oligarchical state, so if we're going to fascism, it's like an oligarchical form of fascism rather than like a ethno-state form of fascism. So all of this stuff is kind of like a front to distract from the fact that they're siphoning wealth from the working class to the richest people.
Yep.
We know that.
Yep.
Easy enough. Anyways, Elon Musk did a little speech on stage at the inauguration party, and he did the Sig Heil Nazi salute.
What the fuck?
This isn't a bit like
how
I looked it up for context just in case.
Fuck. How did I miss it?
No,
okay,
he just did the Nazi salute.
I've been sick, so I've been like kind of in bed being a bum watching anime. So I didn't really realize that this is what we were doing as a country.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, and 2 days before the inauguration, Trump also launched a pump and dump crypto scheme.
Okay, so what? He's now a billionaire again? Like, what? How much money do you think he got?
I don't. Unclear yet because it crashed the moment Melania launched a crypto scheme.
Okay, so
I think we should launch a pump and dump scheme, just like the
I
Hawk to a girl.
Love pump and dumps.
I'm gonna pump and dump your mom.
Okay, well, you didn't have to be. You don't have to go there.
I started that whole thing for that joke. That's the joke I had written down. That was the entire bit.
Okay, so let me go back. So, because there was a lot of information there. There was a lot of knowledge.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I glossed over. Elon Musk did the Nazi salute on stage to a bunch of people. On stage at the inauguration, quite possibly one of the most important events.
So what's the impact on that? Like, I'm assuming the New York Times did a scathing opinion. Like, has there been any pushback at all?
The ADL said we should give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, cool, neat.
But keep in mind that the man kind of fucked it up, but he also fucks up every single gesture he does, including his stupid little X jump.
Yeah, but it's like he's weird, but you know his intention.
Yeah,
right?
he's like clearly a piece of shit. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I don't really care how much of a Nazi he is. He's a terrible piece of shit and just wants to get rich.
Yeah.
That's really it. He wants to get more money, even though he's the richest man on earth. Cool, whatever. He also has this like weird obsession with being cool in people's minds, but he keeps proving how much of a loser he is by everything he does. The most recent of which was like paying people to get his character up in Path of Exile specifically, and then streaming it with himself playing for some reason, even though he has clearly like never touched the game.
Weird. I thought he was a big I thought he kept saying he was a big Diablo person.
Yeah, they think he paid to get his character up in Diablo, which is now probably proven by the fact that Path of Exile, which is a very Diablo inspired game. He's like one of the top players. His character is one of the top players in the game, and it's very clearly not him playing it.
But that's so weird because
he just doesn't know like anything, and it's like empirically like non-falsifiable that he doesn't know anything.
But those are games that are loot based. So one, it's either luck or you've spent a lot of time, which I feel like isn't great as someone who owns a bunch of businesses.
No, it's also it's not. Sophia's using the goddamn blender, and I think it's getting picked up in my microphone. But
keep talking, you bitch.
So it's more of a time sink than anything.
That's what I mean.
There is luck involved, but like it's mostly a time sink. Like the levels at which the highest players are, it's a full-time job basically.
But that's like my point.
It's not just luck.
But how do so again like so he's
paying
running
people. He's actively paying people.
But I'm trying to figure out like what the motive is. Like, is his plan like
he wants to feel like people think he's cool.
Yeah, but at some point, like, dude, you physically there's not like you can't possibly have this much time in the world. Like, he always talks about how he like is always working 24/7, sleeping at the office.
Yeah, no,
but then you also can't be into games. It's just
he's just a little bitch baby who wants to be seen as cool by everybody, but he doesn't know how to do that because he's like such inherently a loser.
Okay,
he's just like some weird freak.
Yeah,
who hasn't known a day of struggle in his life. So So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, he did the Nazi salute because he's an edgy middle schooler and doesn't have the brain capacity to like think critically.
Nice.
I think he's actively possibly one of the stupidest people.
I mean, do you want him to be stupid or do you want him to be a Nazi? Like, which one do you think is better for us as a society?
I think it's not that different, honestly.
Okay.
Frankly, I don't think there's that much of a difference. He actively wants to make things worse so that he can get more money, but he's too stupid to keep up the appearance, so he says the quiet part out loud. I frankly don't see that much of a difference. Aside from the, I don't know, ethno-state thing.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so
frankly, when they're using conservative ideology to push it, I don't know. We'll hit that point maybe eventually.
Interesting. So,
there's that statement of like, don't attribute to malice what you can attribute to stupidity, but like frankly, there's a point at which there's not much difference. But
do you think that's the cover though?
I
like,
hate
do you think
that
people
quote.
know that, right? Like people know, like, guys, if we just act a little dumb, we can still get our things across. I think there's something in there about like
it's not about acting dumb. It's that they have money and it's bought out.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't. The intelligence doesn't matter. The political system has been bought out very clearly. The Democrats are worthless and also beholden to the capital owning class.
Yeah, not great.
But the capital class decided to go with the Republicans because they're easier to control, and they have. Well, actually, it's more that they have like more of a quote unquote vision, so that it gets people more invested in it.
Can we make a long-term bingo board, like a 4-year bingo board? I think that it's not too late to make the bingo board, and I guess I like want to think of things to put on it only so that but then I have to know the news. A part of me does want to make a bingo board, and like one of them is like weird stuff. Like I don't want Greenland as a state. I don't want any of that stuff. I want things like we sold back Alaska, right? Like just some wild ones, because I think a part of me wants to be able to be like, look at this record that I have that at the end of January 2025, I came up with this list. Like, I think that would be like bragging rights. They're like, dude, I got 3 things in my bingo board correct. I think there's something there. So I might just do it at some point. Like Bernie Sanders infiltrates the Republican Party to like change them from the inside, like something like that, right? Like he switches from an independent.
I mean, that's the thing about Bernie Sanders is he does have populism and he wants good things. So a lot of times when Republicans like signal at something, he will go along with it when there's like a good thing in there that he can push for.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders is possibly the only actually like effective rhetorician.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There's like other really popular ones. Like AOC is pretty damn good. But like Bernie Sanders runs as an independent within his state. So they can't really put any pressure on him in that regard. And it's just like, but like there's only so much that like people can do when the Republicans have all the arms of government. Also, I don't know if I addressed everything that you said because I was busy looking up this to show you. There's the Nazi salute.
We will also not post this. Holy shit. That's a firm damn.
Watch the video, not just the thumbnail.
Valid. That's not. Also, why does he look his hand?
Why does he look like that?
No, but his hand looks fucking massive. Like that doesn't look like a normal ass fucking hand. Jesus Christ.
The ketamine.
I just it's way too strong. It's way too strong. Like he fully flexes in. Ugh, I don't. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Sorry. All people were trying to excuse it with them being like, no, he's just supposed to he's making the gesture because afterwards he said, my heart goes out to you. But then he says it's thanks to you the future of civilization is secured, and that's edging right into the goddamn 14 words. Like, are you kidding me? Context, please. Missing context. Hello.
Yeah, I don't. I think. Yeah, no, I think that is what it is. Also, we definitely will not be posting that. Oh, that's we're not putting that anywhere near our.
Oh no, I'm not putting that anywhere near this. We'll talk about it for a long time and I'll shit talk it to no end. But like,
also, can we clap sync by the way?
Oh yeah, clap sync in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, cool.
It's like 15 minutes in. I assume we're at the same point because I assume you also started recording right before you entered the voice chat.
Nope, I'm at 22 minutes.
Whatever, I will find it.
We can always end clap sync.
I know, we'll do the end clap and then I'll find them together. Anyways, Let's talk about something fun. I had a dream, Anthony.
Oh, did you? Good.
I know. Very exciting. And you know what? I think it was a good comedy bit, so I'm going to describe it to you just like everybody does with every good comedy bit. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a really stupid fucking dream where for some reason I had infiltrated like a right-wing TV show that was trying to sell stuff.
Nice. Okay.
And basically the long story short of it is to just skip to the funny part, because if I just over describe this, it won't be funny. And I'm already doing that. I was basically like, I'm doing what these rubes are too afraid to do. I'm putting Jesus back in the Bible. And then I hold up a Bible that just has the word Jesus embossed in the corner and then the word Bible on it like normal.
Okay.
That's
that was your...
That's the bit. I'm putting Jesus back in the Bible.
Nice. Good for him.
Because the woke mob took him out.
Good for him. I'm glad that you and Jesus are tight.
I woke up at 6 a.m. and half asleep, wrote that down into my notes, and was very proud of it at the time.
That's awesome.
And you know what? I think I'm still very proud of it.
You should be.
I'm funny in my dreams.
Yeah, much funnier.
You had any good dreams recently?
Yes. Give me a second to figure out how the dream went. I was telling Allison and she was cracking up. How did the dream? Oh, fuck. I remember. So I've been having the dreams I'm having are what I like to call, like effort dreams. Like it's a dream where I have to put effort in. Either I'm solving something or I have to go somewhere or I'm late. And it's not where I'm late and I'm like floating through the world. I am actively rushing and sweating and catching my breath and like busting open doors, finding the keys to unlock my house, like things like that. And so it's just been stressful and partly like with being sick, I'm getting over my cold, but like waking up from a night when you have a cold and all you've been doing is running around and doing errands. It's the worst. And I don't know why my brain does it because I hate errands so fucking much. It was, I'm going to call it out a couple hours into my dream, which again, like time is relative in dreams, but I had perceived it as a couple hours that I realized that like Allison was just with me the entire time. And at no point does she ever like hand me the key or tell me the right door that isn't unlocked, things like that. Which I don't think is like I don't think it's like, don't like analyze into that. I think it's really just the fact that in my dream at the very end when I'm frustrated, like I think it was a positive. Like I am frustrated and I turn around and she's there and I'm like, yo, help me with this. Before she can even help me, I wake up, which, again, who knows? But then I wake up and I go, dude, you didn't help me at all in that dream. It was horrible. But they're not really funny. They're just like tiring. They're just horrible, tiring dreams. Yeah. So I did have a question for you. And this happened along with you waking up and writing down notes. I took a shower and then wrote down notes. Would you rather have water in your ears forever or not have pinkies?
I'd rather not have pinkies. I'm sorry. The water in my ears drives me fucking insane.
Me as well.
Plus, I don't use these suckers for jack shit. I'm gonna be honest.
I agree. We've got 2 showers, and I guess maybe this is we're gonna go down this list. Are you a Q-tip user or a no Q-tip user?
Okay, I'm the only person allowed to use Q-tips to wipe out my ears because of how gentle I am. Everybody else should not use Q-tips. But the doctor said, ooh, she's just so gentle and cute and dainty with it.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm the only one allowed to. Doctor's note.
Okay, doctor's note. Cool. I am the same way. They told me that I perfectly know how deep my eardrum is to not make it a problem. Exactly. You shouldn't do it. So, we have 2 showers, one upstairs, one downstairs, and I was using the upstairs shower, and I forgot that I have the Q-tips in the downstairs shower, and so I was like, no, fuck, and so my ears had like a bunch of water in it, and they were sloshing. Hate to slosh. Gross.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My ears don't get like that after the shower. I just have a bunch of extra wax and don't like the wet feeling of it in my ears.
Oh, I like it was like water was like trapped. Like I don't know what happened, but it was trapped. I think because
shake your head and kick your leg like a fucking dog, dude. It gets it out every time.
Yeah, I think it was just because I was sick, and so I had to run downstairs and like get a Q-tip. And as I was going downstairs, I was like, I would give up parts of my body to just never have this feeling. And so I'm glad we're on the same page that pinkies are overrated.
You've been talking a lot about getting rid of different body parts recently. Should I be concerned?
I did.
First it was like the kidneys and you wanted a third one. Now it's the pinkies. Is this another cannibalism arc for you, but you're taking it way more nefariously?
I don't know. I do have a note right below that that just says, we should make a death pact. And that was it.
Dude, I already have too many suicide pacts with coworkers. I don't know if I can have another one.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Yeah, like your chances.
You know what? Sure, fuck it. Let's go.
Your chances of like one procking is going to be a problem for you. Like,
yeah, no, unironically. And if it's really a thing where if somebody does it and mine activates,
yep,
everybody else's is going to activate. And that's a problem.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't think I've signed up for you and 9 other people. So, okay, valid. Then I'll find someone else. That's fine. Yeah, I guess I'll work through finding someone else.
A partner.
True. Yeah, we've already spoken. We've already signed. I was going to like hide that from you. We already have some death packs. That's fine.
Yeah, I figured.
So, okay, so that's,
Oh, I was going to change the subject.
Do it, dude.
Okay, can we talk about that fucking mystery game that Allison, Meja, and I are playing?
Yeah, dude.
And how much of a baby bitch I am about it?
Talk about it from the beginning, because I don't think we've actually made it. We've not.
No, we haven't. That I just wanted to make sure this was
yes,
a fun topic for you.
Yes.
But so there's this game called the Pain. Let me get it right. I can never remember if there's an S in it or not. The Paynes Creek Killings. I've been calling it the Paynes Brook Killings. Killing. Oh, it's plural too there as well. The Paynes Creek Killings. So this is a mystery game where you're an investigative journalist who's going into this town where a few years before, it's the 90s, a few years before there was a murder, and then the town kind of died afterwards and everybody left. And you get there and it's clear like there's a lot more going on. But it was tagged with horror. And then Allison still bought it, and we started playing it, and I was like, oh, it's probably not that scary. It's probably just like scary implications. So we're going through this thing. We go into like one of the first locations, an inn at the beginning. This is fairly spoiler free. It's all going to be very early on stuff. And there's just this creepy music that's playing the entire time, and I do not like it. Honestly, maybe if I turn off the music, it'll be better for me. But
maybe.
So we go through all that. It's like, okay, that's our first day. We're good here. We have our notes taken down. Part of the gimmick I forgot to say is that you should keep your own journal. It'll save like documents and you can take pictures of things, but you should keep your own journal, which is one, a great way to pull in a bunch of mystery freaks, and two, a great way to not have to code a system of hints into your game.
Yeah.
But so we do that. We have a key. We're going to the next place the next time we play, and this is Sunday, so 2 days ago. And we're finding the place where it is, and it's this house that caught on fire. It's so clearly like caught on fire. It's all fucked up. And I'm getting agitated because one, the menu buttons are like insane, and the fact that you open a menu with a D-pad but then it can't use the D-pad to go through the menu and have to switch to the joystick, and then there's a bunch of different buttons, insane. And then to get the key in the door, I have to hit like the perfect angle while looking at the lock, and then you pull up the inventory, scroll over to the key and hit use on it. Insane. I'm losing my mind. So we walk away from there. We come back later, so don't forget that house. I'm coming back to it. But Allison's mentioning like, oh yeah, I looked up what all the scary parts in here are. Major's like, oh, don't tell me. And I'm like, actually, I do want to know. And this is when I find out that this game, where nothing is moving in it because there's no people, there's no creatures, it does actually have people/creatures, which will make me piss and shit myself and Alt F4 out of the game. Turns out, randomly, doesn't happen every time. In certain locations, there will be like ghosts or people that you see. And frankly, I'm way not into that. So we go into this burned house, right? And creepy music once again starts playing. And I'm like, this is fucked. We find a room. It's clearly where the fire started. It's cool. We go upstairs. There is one room. We walk in, pentagram and mattress on the floor, like Hellraiser style.
Damn.
Fucking hate that. We walk in. I turn around towards the door. There's scratches in the wall. Close the door. It just scratched in the wall and door says she's coming for us. I do not want to open this door back up.
Have you pissed or shitted?
No, not yet, because nothing's actually happened yet. And that's worse, because Allison messaged me that when you leave this house, there's a chance there's a ghost that you see across the river.
Oh my God.
We didn't see that. The only thing we saw was I hit the angle just right when I was trying to unlock that door, that I looked up and one of the chimneys kind of looked like eyes looking at us. That was fucked. I almost pissed. I almost did a little bit of pee-pee. And about there is when I was like, okay, I have anxiety. I am sweating. I am alone in my apartment. This new apartment, I don't know if it's like the neighbors have a tendency to hit the walls more or if the walls are thinner, but I'm hearing like clunks and dinks and thuds that I know are my neighbors. But it's just like, I don't know. They hit the wall a lot on accident. It's not consistent, so I know they aren't telling me to quiet down, but I don't like it.
Weird.
I can hear them talk sometime too. And then your sick ass was just occasionally making horrible coughing noises.
Yeah, sorry. I was pretty sick.
That were just quiet because you would keep yourself a little bit quiet, but they were still coming through. So it sounded like could have been in the game. And I didn't like any of this. I was done. I was not having it. So I was like, I cannot play this game anymore. We'll see if next time I can get through any of it because I will have my partner with me to fucking hold my hand because I'm a little bitch baby. But I don't like this game.
Do you know how much farther you have to go?
Dude, who fucking knows? I know there's like a bunch of buildings for us to check out, and who knows how many of them we actually like unlock and get to go into with keys.
Damn.
I know there's a few main buildings. There's like at least 5 places I can think of immediately. Man, you go to the... Okay, slight spoiler, next 10 seconds, although I don't think anybody will care starting now. You go to the graveyard and you go to put the padlock code in that you get right at the beginning. It's like already been unlocked and you go in and there's fresh flowers in there. What the fuck is happening, dude?
You're gonna piss and poo.
I'm gonna pee and poo. Actually, another slight spoiler, only 5 seconds starting right now. Allison also said there's a chase sequence at the end. And you know what? I don't like that. That is not the kind of game for that. What is this? What am I doing? Why am I here? Why am I the one playing this? Mage is the one who's not scared of stuff like I am. Why is she not playing
she really
this?
should have
I
been
know
the one
she
to play
can't
it.
stream it very well, but she can just read stuff to us out loud. Just like have her do it.
Yeah.
Why did I agree to this? I know Allison wants to crochet, but why do I have to deal with the anxiety? I don't like this.
I think it was so interesting because, again, you guys are playing it, you guys were streaming it. I was like kind of watching a little bit, but like not really enough to pay attention. And I'm playing my Marvel Rivals game, and it's like how would you describe the art style of the game? Like it's like a shitty Nancy Drew like 3D.
It's just kind of like it's just a normal like 3D game. There's no characters, so it's not really an art style. It's just like it's not like AAA quality graphics, but it's like I don't know. It looks fine.
So you
There's
guys
like
were
a
playing
slight
that.
vignette over it.
What was the next game you played?
Okay, so after I bitched out of that one, I was like, let's play a different puzzle game. I have an idea. Let's play The Case of the Golden Idol. It's a game that came out a couple years ago. A sequel came out recently. It was massively lauded. People really liked it. I think it won a bunch of awards and stuff. And so I launched that and we played that. And that one was really cool and not that scary. It was crazy things were happening in it, but it wasn't like scary. But the premise is essentially that you click on, you go into a scene and it's always the scene of a murder. And it's just like a frozen vignette of like pixel art. The point is that the people are just like ugly people, and that's great. They're just like hideous and in like a great way, like in the SpongeBob close-up scenes. That's the only reference to SpongeBob
Nice.
you'll get from me.
That's a good descriptor.
And you're basically, you can see, you click on them and you can see what they're saying right then, and then you can see what's in their pockets, and you'll be able to click on like various bags or things around or cabinets and just see stuff in there. And you're pulling words off of documents to try to piece together. Well, basically the main puzzle of the scene is just like what's happening in the scene, and then there's sub puzzles that will help you with the main puzzle. Generally 2 of them. There might be more later. I don't know. But everyone we've had has had 2. One of the puzzles is just the names of every single person in there, and then just some other sub puzzle to figure out some stuff that'll help you figure out like who did what. And it'll tell you if you fill in everything correctly because you're just drag and dropping words into those things. But it's really interesting. It's really cool.
So the problem with me not paying attention is that I didn't realize that you had switched games. So I was playing, looked over and saw like a clearly different art style for a game and was like, oh, I guess they're just playing like a mini game inside of their game. Like I just assumed that you were like in like an arcade and you were playing this mini game. And so it was for like an hour and I was like, God, they really fucking suck at this at this mini game. And then finally I was like, are you guys playing the same game? And you're like, oh no, we gave up a while ago. Griffin like was just a wimp and we had to back out. And I didn't listen to any of your freak out or wimping out. Like in my head, you guys were just playing. You guys weren't scared. It turns out no, you weren't scared because you had changed games. I like missed your wimp out, and I wish that I had paid more of attention.
Yeah, I was not having it. I was like, hey,
that's funny.
Yeah, yuck, yucky, nasty. I didn't like it. Fucking demon shit. No way. No thanks. So
hopefully the game. So do you think you're gonna go back to it though?
Yeah, I have to. They like it. I like it too. I like the parts where I get to write down notes and like find things. What I don't like is that everything else.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that it's creepy. I just want to solve the mystery. I'd like it better if it was just an empty town. Fuck, put on some Stardew Valley music. Don't play me creepy music. Honestly, I really should just turn off the music and like play like a Spotify playlist of like cheerful ambient music, and I'd probably be fine.
Yeah, that would be smart.
Maybe I should try that. Okay, if I do, this will become a returning topic, but I probably won't.
Well, I'm excited. Hopefully you guys finish it. That would be nice.
Hopefully. I do want to know the resolution. Anyways, let's talk about podcast statistics.
Okay.
Okay, I was a fool and like actually looked at our statistics.
Okay.
Just because I see the download number when I upload the episode. I can't not see that.
Okay.
And our last couple episodes have had a number more downloads than I can account for.
Oh.
So hey, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
I'm saying halfway through the episode now.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause I can account for like 3 people. You, me, my partner. I can't account for the other 5.
I'll take the extra 5. Nice.
We'll take the extra 5. Thanks for listening. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Tell your friend. But so obviously I have there's a statistics panel as well that I can look at. There have been, and you know, you get download numbers. Our first place is the US.
Okay.
Easy enough.
Nice.
For number of downloads. You want to guess what our second place country is on there?
God, it's probably somewhere sad. It's probably Ecuador after I shit on them for hacking my Spotify.
No, it's Iran.
God.
I don't know why. I don't know. Could be VPN. Who knows?
What's the number of people in Iran?
3.
Are we big in Iran? Are we big in?
I don't think we're not big anywhere.
Dude, 3 people in Iran is more people in Iran than I thought we would ever get.
True. Anyways,
is...
that's all I want to talk about statistics, because otherwise it gets really sad and I don't want to do
that's
that.
Fine.
But
that's fine.
Don't get me wrong, there's some episodes that for some reason have way more downloads. Like I think Susan died. That one has a bunch.
Okay, gotcha.
And then like our first episode. But you can clearly tell some of the titles, like the brick method goes off.
Weird.
Can dogs sin? But that's episode 2, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Strange. Okay. Well, I'm glad.
People did not like no sleeve zipper down the front. But they did like training my voice holes.
Weird. Okay. Good to know. Good to know where we sit. So,
but yeah. Anyways, closing that because I don't want to see numbers anymore.
Smart.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, part of my as we do this, I'll always think of you Iranians. I'll be pretty excited. Be like, damn, we gotta start tailoring our content.
Yeah, we're gonna get some audience capture from Iran.
Yep, I'm all for it.
We're gonna start.
I'm all freaking for it.
For sure.
I'm a little sad. Griffin.
Why are you sad, Anthony?
My new World War II / World War I game. I don't really know which one it is.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not.
All happens in the same place, anyways.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It sucks. No? It sucks butt.
What's this one called?
This is called Hell Let Loose. It's like a 64 person on each side battle, which sounds kind of cool, but like it's got proximity chat. That's horrible because you can't really figure out like it's proximity chat without a volume change. So like, you know, in Among Us, when you play Among Us, like there's the proximity chat, but like it changes as they get close to you. That is not the case. So if someone's on the edge of your ring of proximity, which again, I've yet to figure out what that ring is, they are just as loud as someone right next to you. So like you can never really tell like what people are talking to you about, which is horrible. It has one vehicle. It's like one truck and one tank per 64 person team. So you never see them ever, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's just me running through Germany, and then I get sniped, and there's no like here's where they got you from, because I think I'm okay that there's not like a kill cam, but it's just me getting murdered every time, and I'm alone. Like I spawn and there's no one around me, and I run a quarter of the map and then I die. And I think that I just think that if that was how the World Wars went, damn, I feel bad for people that ran across Germany, saw nothing, and then immediately went black. Because it's boring.
Yeah.
It's
it's
what's the game? Verdun. Like I like Verdun only because this one, it's horrible and it's dumb and it's stupid, but like you die and then you respawn in like 4 seconds. There's like a minute timer between lives in the new game I'm trying to play.
Oh, jeez.
So you just sit there for a minute. It's horrible. It like makes no sense. It like penalizes you for dying in a way that doesn't make it where you can learn from that. Like there's nothing you gain from the minute where you go like, oh, I should like use this time to like change my loadout. Like none of that is how that works. So it's been rough. I've given it a few tries. I think I've won every battle. I don't think I've gotten a single. I think I've shot my gun 4 times. It's just not great. It's just like such a different game than Verdun.
Yeah.
Where you and I are just getting 50 kills a game.
Or we're at the top of the leaderboard in our first game for some fucking reason.
So, yeah. So just like FYI, like if you're ever like, oh, I know that you wouldn't be, but
yeah, no, fuck off.
You know, someone else listening. Don't get it.
Oh, by the way.
Yep.
Hello and welcome to episode 40 of the To Be Titled Later podcast. I'm Griffin. I'm joined by Anthony, and today we're talking about video games apparently a lot.
Yeah. Well, that and yeah. I was just saying Nazis, but that's probably not exactly.
You know what? A lot of topics have Nazis, including your video game.
That's true. I think I've only ever been the Americans. So
hell yeah, brother. As you should be.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Or are they the Nazis? Not back then. Yeah, that's all I've got for my new games.
I don't know what it means.
Tell me. I want to guess it. No. Go for it.
I mean, it's not that used, so I think I can vaguely guess, but I just have written down I'm an episode ahead in my mind.
You think it's episode 41?
No, I think when I go to listen to the episode that releases on Friday, even though I don't know. Actually, I think I'm imagining there's another episode whenever we upload something that hasn't been uploaded, and I think I'm about to listen to that.
Oh, okay.
But it's not. I'm not sure.
So
What did I mean by that?
You're just a dummy.
Maybe it was just a number thing. God, I don't know. You're going to hate to hear the really long and obtuse joke I have written down before that one too. But that's for later.
That's for later.
Here's a real thing that we can actually talk about. I'm convinced that I don't have graphics nostalgia of, like back when I was a kid, I thought this looked so real. And I think it's because of Polar Express.
Okay, elaborate.
Okay, a lot of people, when they think back to PS1 graphics, usually not pixel graphics, but early 3D graphics, they're like, oh, I thought this looked so real, and I thought it was just so wild how realistic it looked, even though they're like 5 polygons. And I never really got that. And I think it's because of that movie, The Polar Express, and how much I hated how things looked in that.
So you never liked graphics because of a game that had the Uncanny Valley?
No. It was a movie that had the Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
But I think it just ruined my ability to have the nostalgia of things looking realistic.
Okay.
And I wouldn't even necessarily say it's Uncanny Valley. I just don't like how it looked.
Yeah, but
I think it looks stupid and bad.
Well, I mean, it looks a little creepy. It looks a little bit like adult men have been transformed into babies, but like the de-aging serum stopped, right? That's like kind of how that goes. That's like my viewpoint of it. So do you have, is there a game that you wish you had like graphics nostalgia for?
No.
Okay.
No, I was just saying I don't really.
So my game would be the original Star Wars Battlefront games.
In
So,
your
like,
mind, it looks like really good.
It's like in my mind, this like the games, because I think Battlefront 2 at the very least had you could play like Sith versus Jedi or good team versus
that was,
bad team,
the second one.
and I like fucking loved it. And
No, yeah, because it
it's-
was actually fun.
and but like looking at it, it's just the most fucking janky. It's just
it's just a
so
bunch of
fucking
blocks.
janky. I'm
It's
trying to
so
find, like, the-
clearly a bunch of block stuff. But yeah, that's like a game that I play. And in my mind, in my memory from playing it as a kid, it looks exactly like that.
weird. Yeah,
You know what? Maybe this is an autism thing. You know what?
I'm trying to find, I mean, a lot of these like look better, and I feel like that's not the case.
I mean, are you looking at pictures of the newer Battlefront?
Well,
By
I'm
accident?
trying not to. I'm looking at the 2005 version. Can you just guess, when did Star Wars Battlefront 2, the second number 2, when do you think that came out?
I mean, didn't you just say it? Didn't it come out 2005?
No, that was the original Battlefront 2. What about the new
2007, I think.
You think
Or was
that
it
the
2009?
second? You think that the second? No. Hold on. Star Wars Battlefront 1 came out pre 2005. Then Battlefront 2 came out 2005.
Okay,
then,
that's what I said.
Yes. Then they made the remakes, the reboots.
Yes.
When do you think
That was
the
like-
second came out?
Okay, I think the first one came out like 2016, so I want to say the second came out 2019.
Okay, gotcha. The second one came out in 2017. My brain thinks that
What?
came out a lot sooner. It's like 2017's old. I'm just blown away. Like I would not have thought that
I
game
swear I
was
saw
that
a
old.
trailer for the first one in 2015 at PAX, and that was like the end of the year. So when did
I'm
the
just-
first remake come out?
Star Wars Battlefront 1. Star Wars Battlefront 2015.
Damn,
October
okay,
28th.
it did just release when?
October 28th.
That would have been right after that. Okay, that's why I was guessing based off of a trailer that I saw and that I never played the remake. Damn, 2017? Damn, 2 years. Fuck.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like the same engine and stuff.
True. I just would have thought that like the second one would have come out in like at least the 2020s. I just didn't fucking
Right.
realize how old it was.
I mean,
Like-
to be fair, I guess 2019, so maybe
True,
I shouldn't
that's
say
very
right
true.
on this. Maybe I shouldn't say right when you say 2020s, but
Valid. But yeah, like that's a game that I fucking loved the graphics on that I think are actually shit. Looking to see. I mean, I think we spoke about this before, but I think that the Tasmanian tiger game I thought looked amazing, but actually looks like shit.
which one is that?
What we've spoken of. Wait, did we not talk about this? Hold on. Let me find.
I don't, maybe.
I feel like this looks.
Was this like
it's
an
'cause it's from the
NES game?
Switch. No, hold on. See, the issue is that they made it. It's for the GameCube. I'm just trying to find like an
GameCube?
original.
Then no, I don't think we've talked about this.
Okay, I thought. Okay, it's he's got boomerangs. He's
Sorry. What? You said
the Tasmanian tiger. That's his
Sorry,
name.
I was confusing him with the Looney Tune.
No, dude.
Yeah, this
But
guy.
But it just like looks so freaking bad. But also,
Yeah, it does not
they
look
like
good.
remade it, and so like the remake actually doesn't look the worst, but the original for the GameCube just looks fucking
That
wonky.
does look so similar.
It does have a
I
very.
mean, it's
I mean,
hard
it's the
to tell
same
'cause
like
one's
fucking
zoomed out,
engine that
yeah.
runs like all of those games, right? The Crash Bandicoot, like it's all just the same like code.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real. That second screenshot, because the first one zoomed out, just like looks like it could be the same game.
Well, it is the same game. These are the same game. I did not do a new
No,
version.
it's not the remake.
No, I could find the remake.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you sent a picture of the remake. Never mind. Comment if you also got confused by what Anthony said. There we go. That's audience integration.
Damn,
I'm good at what I do, Anthony.
you're good. What the?
But yeah, no, that looks like a GameCube game.
Also, what the fuck? I gotta send this to you. It's a fucking death battle video. The Tasmanian Tiger versus Captain Cold from fucking DC. Because they both have boomerangs. Or maybe that's Captain Boomerang. I don't fucking know.
I think it's Captain Boomerang, dude.
It's so fucking weird.
What the fuck is Captain Cold?
Captain Cold, isn't he hold on.
He's literally got a boomerang symbol on his hat.
Oh, Captain Cold is a Flash villain and he's got a cold gun. I'm thinking of am I really just thinking of Captain Boomerang, but I messed up, but I knew they were
Pretty
captains.
sure you're thinking of Captain Boomerang.
Damn. I thought there was another DC villain that used boomerangs. Maybe I'm
Let's
wrong.
Google DC Boomerang villain. Captain Boomerang is used by two supporting antagonists from the DC comic universe.
Yeah, I guess it's just one
Yeah,
guy.
it's just Captain Boomerang.
Which I guess makes sense. It'd be kind of wild for DC Comics to like make 2 boomerang themed villains.
I think he was in the Suicide Squad as one of the playable characters.
Yeah, he's in the movie.
Is he in the movie too?
He's in
Which one?
The original, which again now I think there's like 9. Like how many fucking?
No, there's Suicide Squad. Then there's the second one where they also just called Suicide Squad because the first one sucked, so they wanted people to forget it. And then there was Birds of Prey.
Okay, interesting. And actually, I think it's how did they do that? They named it the exact same thing. Like
they just named it the exact same thing and put parentheses the 2019. I think the second one came out or something.
Oh, see, that's just bad. That's just not great.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's fucking funny though. They were like, man, this first one sucks so bad. We're just gonna do it again.
I'm trying to remember because I watched the second one and I think they had callbacks to the first one. Like I think they both happened.
They might, but
which again, it doesn't make any sense.
But I don't know. They just
that's fine.
Second one's better.
Yeah, the guy.
Not that I've seen any of them. That's just what people say.
So the guy that plays Captain Boomerang is Jai Courtney. He also plays. What was No, we shouldn't do this. We should.
What do you mean?
What was the fucking name of the guy that we were gonna see how many degrees away something was from?
Lee Tokar?
Yeah.
Lee Tokar, the voice actor.
We shouldn't do this because I think this guy's been in a lot of shit. I can tell he's been in.
Well, let me try. Suicide Squad. We're looking for the 2021 film. I'm looking for
this guy's been in some random shit.
Is this the right one? Am I thinking? I don't know if I'm looking at.
We're not doing this.
One.
I'm calling this out because IMDb fucking sucks. And there's like no way to link between 2 people. It takes forever. We're not doing it. We're just gonna say it's 6 degrees. I'm calling back Lee Tokar. Good job, Lee Tokar. You're doing great.
One second. Who? No, why can't Jai Courtney? Okay, hold on. Let me just see the discography. I'll be able to tell you real quick if I can get anywhere with this. Okay, he's in an animated movie. I can definitely get there. I'm not going to, but he was in an animated movie once.
Okay, nice.
We can get there.
That's all it takes.
Literally, that's all it takes. If I can get anybody who was in an animated movie ever, I can definitely get there.
Well, I'm gonna loop back. I'm sorry you don't have any nostalgia towards graphics. I think
it's fine. I don't give a shit.
I think overall, I think that's. I mean, I don't know. We don't like play a lot. There's not a lot of good remake games though, right? Like, I don't know. When was the last like actually good remake you played?
I did play a remake recently. Fuck. Well, what have I played recently? Dark Souls Remastered is
true,
blank.
But that's also like the same fucking graphics. Like
the Resident Evil remakes are really good.
Oh, true. Yeah, you've been playing
the Final Fantasy VII remake. There's the second one coming out, but that first one is fantastic. Although that's more of a reimagining / sequel, which is weird to say. Final Fantasy VII has a sequel that's called Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's kind of a sequel / remake to that game that going into its own trilogy thing. But that's specifically that Final Fantasy and not the other Final Fantasies 1 through 16.
Is there like, I guess, I mean, for as much as I've played Final Fantasy 14, is there any linking like the MMO to any of the other Final Fantasy games?
There's a lot of references in 14 to the other Final Fantasy games, and a lot of them use the same concepts from game to game, like the icons, all the things like Ifrit, the Fireboy, Titan, the Rockman, Wind Bird. Why am I forgetting that thing's name? Garuda, thank you. All that. And then like materia is generally a concept. A lot of the places have the same names.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of like shared concepts between a lot of them, but it doesn't matter a lot.
Is Eorzea like this? Is that the same continent or is it all different?
Sometimes.
Okay.
A lot of this is going to be sometimes, my guy. There's 16 of them.
True. I just was curious. Like a part of me was like, oh, I wonder if like, what if Alice and I played Final Fantasy 1 through 13?
You would see a lot of like story concept ideas.
Okay. But even
and you get references to like a lot of characters. Like every single game has a Sid in it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Has a guy named Sid who does Sid things.
Okay.
So
well, I don't know. Like, I guess a part of me wants to do that, like play all of them, but then a part of me goes, why?
They did some pixel remakes recently, so it's actually like easier to do.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Again, this is like my infinite time that is just not a thing. I would love to do.
Yeah, there's no fucking time. There's a lot of things I would like to do.
Have you played Final Fantasy 15 at all?
Yeah, I played and beat Final Fantasy 15 years ago on the PS4. It's kind of mid. Okay. I like things about it, but a lot of it's just like not super interesting. It feels like an unfinished game.
Oh, weird.
Which is wild to say because it's still pretty long. There's DLC for it, which people liked a lot, but like there's just a time skip in it that doesn't feel earned.
Okay.
And it just feels like you're skipping over a lot of things just to cut. Because after the time skip, it's just the end of the game. You're just at the end after the time skip. So it's like, what the fuck's the point of this?
Yeah, that's weird.
But
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, the battling is kind of self-automated a little bit, so it's like not very interesting.
I think overall, time skips are fairly lazy for games. I feel like
yeah, it really depends on how you use them, but in that one, it's like a pretty lazy like, and now we're here.
Yeah, I think what's the time skip in the beginning of The Last of Us? I think like that's good from a story perspective. I think that's fine, but I don't know.
That one makes sense kind of because from what I remember, although I haven't played Last of Us, is that's right at the beginning.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
you
it's
get
like
your
the
opening
first
scene of
2
like
hours of the game.
The apocalypse starting, and then it cuts a while into it where you're still Joel, and then like it's like, oh, now there's like people have set up again after the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like Naughty Dog games.
What else have they made?
Mostly.
I don't really know.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but like it's all like Neil Druckmann led.
They've made all of the Crash Bandicoot games as well as the Jack game, JAK.
Jack and Daxter. Yeah, Jack and Daxter, whatever.
And Uncharted.
Those are the big ones. Uncharted is just like vastly uninteresting to me as a game.
Yeah, I've never gotten interested
as a
in
concept. It's more moving than game, but Crash is fine, whatever. Okay. For some reason I thought they had more games like The Last of Us. Never mind. I'm specifically thinking of The Last of Us mostly because those are like the Neil Druckmann auteur games. But he's a piece of shit personally.
Oh, cool.
Like, which is great. We'd love to hear it. But also his like, I don't get it. His view of the world is always like so nihilistic, like nothing's worth doing. And I just hate it. Like every single game, it's like, oh, we can't have society because people just want chaos, yada yada. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
It's like, what's the purpose? So I hate it.
I think that makes sense.
I hate a zombie game where everybody wants to kill everybody for no reason.
I agree. I think you've got a spot on analysis.
I mean, it's not like particularly unique take. I've definitely heard other people say it before. But like, I don't know. It's just like a really gross view of humanity. I like a little bit of hope.
To be fair, like between The Last of Us, I didn't realize they've actually not really made a game in a while. Holy shit, they made The Last of Us in 2013, The Last of Us Part 2 in 2020, and then they remade The Last of Us in 2022.
I don't know, dude. There were PC releases in the middle there for those games, but then
true. Yeah.
Who knows? They're probably working on some big fucking game that people are gonna jerk their nuts off over. Who knows?
Not their nuts. Damn.
Not their nuts. If you could jerk those off, mine would be gone. Because I'm jerking it all day, every day. Woo!
Wild. Absolutely wild.
I've really gotten to be on a high horse this entire episode, haven't I?
That's fine. I'll put it in the show notes.
Griffin is on a high goddamn horse.
Yeah.
And also, the Hog's talking for a lot of the episode. Let's go.
Okay. I'll put that in the notes as well.
But you know what I didn't do? Talk about another podcast.
Until now,
because I really want to get on I Hate Bill Maher.
You should try and just.
Maybe I should just email. But like, what the fuck do I email? Hey, I'm just some freak on a different podcast who nobody listens to. But I just really, really, really hate Bill Maher. Let me on.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna. Yeah.
I don't know how to sell that when he has actual like professional comedians on there.
Yeah. You'll have to work on your elevator pitch because currently I think I would also not have you on as well. So.
But I'm funny.
That's true. But you're also
There you go.
currently
Boom, got him.
under the law, not real.
Oh, fuck. You're right. I'm
So-
not real. God damn it.
But that would be kind of like
Let me
funny
be
'cause then-
real.
Yeah, I think it's a joke. What if, like, as a joke, I just edit this episode so you have no audio and it's just me?
your audio in
It's just-
silence.
Yeah.
You edit it and then you just mute my track.
Yep.
That'd be a good bit, but also a terrible episode.
Yeah. I
But
don't.
also, if you just send me that version, that would be pretty funny. I would catch on, though, because I do listen a little bit to make sure it just hasn't fucked up.
That's funny. Do you have any ending finalized notes?
I can do my last bit. I don't know what I thought my segue into this was going to be, but you know, I'm fucking tired today. So as soon as this is over, I'm gonna go to bed, and my computer is going to be just like my partner, turned off. And oddly enough, that joke is gonna get them going.
That was funny. That
Let's
was
go.
that was
And
enjoyable.
also, oddly enough, gonna get an annoyed text when they hear that one, but those don't contradict. They've just told me too much about how much they like me because we have healthy communication. Let's go. Talk to your partners, folk.
Also make sure that they're real. Check with.
Also, make sure that they're real. Recent rulings might have made them not so.
Yep. So you do need to check routinely
But if
now.
you just reenact the entirety of Pinocchio and they end it with "I'm a real boy," I think you should be fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. That's so fucked up. Well, you know, that's okay. But now we're all women.
Yep.
I think is what you were telling me. So
We're
I think again
Yeah,
we're
all women,
good.
legally female,
Nice.
which is different, but whatever. Yeah, also, the ruling just totally ignores intersex people, like always. Fucking whatever, dude.
I still don't that can't be did Biden I'm just I'm curious to see
It's like not a real. A lot of things just weren't real rules. They were like,
This is just,
here's
like, his
an
thoughts?
executive order that just is us telling an agency to focus on something, and it's like, what the?
That's
You
not-
can just say that. That's
Yeah.
not an executive order.
weird.
That's stupid. Anyways, thanks for listening to episode 40 of We Talk About Video Games a lot this episode.
Sorry.
You
Next
can
time we
email
won't.
us at no promises. You can email us at tbtlpod@gmail.com, and our Instagram is at tbtlpod, both of which are also linked in the show notes, description, notes, thing,
Both
whatever.
notes.
I'm Griffin. That's Anthony. Tell your friend. Tell everybody about us. If you like it, tell people about it. Please.
Tell your pen pal from Iran.
I need to get enough listeners so that I have a basis for when I ask to go on I Hate Bill Maher. I need to do it before the show gets too big, because then I'll never catch up.
Yeah. Unless we eclipse them. So that's there's that.
Oh, yeah, let's eclipse them, and then I'll ask to go on. Not for any sort of clout. Actually, even now I don't want to go on for any sort of clout. I just want to shit on Bill Maher so much. I hate him.
We
so
all hate
much.
him.
Anyways, bye.
Goodbye.